A century, 100 years of caring, teaching, housing, loving, and advocating for women and children. The YWCA continues its important work in Abilene 100 years later as the Alliance for Women and Children. The last 100 years have seen great advances in the rights and roles of women, and our organization has changed to meet their emerging needs. In 1918, Jules Scarborough began raising money and attention to establish the YWCA in Abilene.
Well, she continued with it for many years, and I think she was on the board of directors for a long time. And then my mother followed her later on then in the same capacity.
Operating out of the old Presbyterian Manse in downtown Abilene, YWCA of Abilene affiliated with the National YWCA in February of 1920.
At that time, girls that were either working or in college would live in the upper part, the second story of the Y.
Joining in 1951, Elizabeth Baugh served the Abilene YWCA for 35 years as executive director.
Oh, Elizabeth, she was such a wonderful lady, so interesting and so intelligent, and came from a very intelligent family. They didn't have any children of their own, but all their lives they took care of so many different children.
She really had ideals for the girls to improve them, and so she was pretty strict. She taught manners, and she wanted everybody to be their best selves. And then they built the new building on North 10th, which seemed enormous, and it was equipped with a big auditorium and a big kitchen and lots of workrooms. It was always a wonderful time when the Y-Teens were there.
We're just, we needed some place to take her that she was going to enjoy, and then we're going to do fun stuff.
My relationship was learning how to make friends, and it also taught me how to be myself and be close with my family, with different people in my life.
As more and more women entered the workforce and the number of single parents began to rise, a new service was begun to assist working women and the so-called latchkey kids, child care.
The Alliance for Women and Children wants to make sure that no child goes home alone.
Those kids not being stuck at home, and so not being stuck in front of a TV or stuck in front of a video game. They're actually being out there, being social. They're learning actually some social skills, which is huge.
It's allowed me to really be able to pursue my career without having to worry about a lot of other things financially and time-wise that I would have had to if I hadn't had them to rely on.
In the 1990s, the term breast cancer was still unspeakable in much of the public sphere.
And two very dedicated and active members of the YWCA approached me about helping provide care for those that did not have access to easy medical care for screening for breast cancer.
As time went on, the goals of the National YWCA and the Abilene YWCA began to diverge, and in 2006, the Board of Directors voted to disaffiliate with the national organization. Rebranded as the Alliance for Women and Children, Y-Teens became A-Teens, YW Care became A-Care, and the organization continued to serve the women and children of the Abilene community.
The YWCA was born in another time and in another climate, but the roots and the soil are the same. Many hundreds of volunteers have worked over the years to serve girls and women of our community.
And the Alliance for Women and Children, at 100 years strong, will continue this service to Abilene for the next 100 years.